Hmm. Started. Yes. Well, there's a video that probably nobody will care about. Man, it is what it is, but nobody else is going to say anything about it. There's many things I'm going to talk about with this. Capcom. Um, we all know that the Resident Evil franchise died years ago. Let's be real, it died years and years ago. Soon as straight after RE4, that's when the series died and went stupid. But it's not really a surprise from Capcom because again, every single game that they've made is for the ever obsession with the all-seeing eye symbolism. And you look at this, oh, really, this is just a copy and paste of many movies that have already been created. There's so many people shilling this game, saying this is the best game ever made. They said that this game is the longest game ever, which is a lie. You can complete this game in about 2 hours. That's how easy it is. But you see, this doll is basically possession. And you see here, this could represent the third eye, the opening of the third eye, which is known in the occult. They worship it. You see these two are clearly eyeballs, and then you have one in the forehead. It's the all-seeing eye, that's what it is. And you notice the mask as well, black and white, the duality agenda of the Freemason Lodge. We've shown it many times before, we'll show it again. I mean, and this is the main reason this game is popular. I mean, because of these pathetic simps. I mean, imagine simping for something that isn't even real. I mean, get real. But again, shown it times before. The Freemason Lodge floor, the black and white darkness becomes one with like the duality agenda, and there's so many people out there that troll and say, there's no such thing as the Freemason Lodge. Well, again, this is what black and white originated from, the duality. Same in the Asian culture means the same thing, all means the same thing. That's what it means. Now, again, we look up Resident Evil. Resident Evil. Look at all the game covers. I own all the games. Look at all the game covers. Well, you look at these ones. From Revelations, it started promoting the all-seeing eye, which, again, the Illuminati. You see, even from Resident Evil 2, they promoted the all-seeing eye. Resident Evil 2 promoted the one-eye symbolism of the Illuminati. And even then, there's nothing they can do about noise outside. You just have to ignore it because they'll live next to a bunch of idiots. So, ain't nothing I can do about it. But what one was it? No, Resident Evil. No, this is what. You'll see this is what it refers to, the one eye symbolism of the Illuminati. They love promoting it in a cult. What you gotta ask yourself as well. I've seen so many people say, why is Capcom's obsession with promoting this one eye? You see the enemies since Burkham, since even Resident Evil 1, yeah, the all-seeing eye. Why did they choose the eyeball? Again, it represents the occult. You think a company as big as Capcom, which Capcom really doesn't care about you or the fan base, they admitted that. What games are they creating now? They admit it's for these Zoomers, these shills. Games, let's be real, Resident Evil 8 is not Resident Evil. I don't care what anybody says, it is not Resident Evil, nor is Resident Evil 7 Resident Evil. How is a vampire a T-virus? It don't make no sense. How is a werewolf a virus? There's no virus that can make you turn into a werewolf. The game doesn't explain this. It's just garbage. It is garbage, straight up garbage. But they have an obsession with the all-seeing eye. This is what it represents, the one eye of the Illuminati. And as I said, nobody else is going to expose this because, again, we all know why. What you see, the one eye symbolism, which represents the Illuminati. Now, again, even in the Freemasonry, this is where it originated, goes all the way back to Egypt. But again, these are all the symbols that they worship, for even the cross. That's the symbol of the Freemasonry. These are all the degrees of Freemasonry. And the all-seeing eye represents their fake god, Lucifer, the devil. And you see, again, basically, so they're not that big of a channel, but they were saying, what is Capcom's obsession with the all-seeing eye? So again, there's another all-seeing eye in the game that you get. It's a blue one. It's a treasure item. So again, every single game is just this obsession with all-seeing eye after all-seeing eye after all-seeing eye. And again, this is the reason this game is selling, because like I said, people, these Zoomers today have no life. The pathetic, simping, and this is, like I said, why many women are the way they are today. Why they're in love with themselves, because you continue to keep simping before this. These stupid memes, basically these stupid memes, oh, because she's got big boobs. This meme, step on me. I mean, it just shows how humanity's become. I mean, wanting a woman to step on you. Okay. So it's just these beta males, so it really is. And you see here the one eye symbolism. It's what it is. We know the thing as well, vampires, talked about it with the adrenochrome. Vampires don't exist. Vampires is just a ploy for the Illuminati that drink blood. That's who real vampires are. The Illuminati, the Satanists, they drink blood. And again, this is what you get given an all-seeing eye. Right there. You get given that. It's just an excuse so they can promote the all-seeing eye of the Illuminati. Again, this is why it sells, because the simp, all-seeing eye, right there. Even this, and I'll show you more. They've been doing this for a long time. Again, this game one doesn't make no damn sense. They don't explain how Chris became a werewolf. They really don't. It's so dumb. I mean, it really is. It was supposed to be about Umbrella and viruses and all this. This is not Resident Evil anymore. It's way far from it. But again, the fake fan base, they say, oh, this is Resident Evil. No, it isn't. It's not Resident Evil. Get real. Resident Evil is a dead franchise. It's dead. It's as simple as that. It's dead. But again, you see with Chris here, with half human, half werewolf. And it's funny as well because they actually call them lichens, which just shows Capcom can't get any original content because there's a movie, Underworld, that calls werewolves lichens. So as you see, they steal everything. And lichens in the movie Underworld were nothing like this. They were nothing like it. They look nothing like this. But it's just an excuse to promote the Illuminati. Again, that's what it really is. And we'll show even more. As you see, it's been in many games. Many. I mean, this franchise is dead. It's dead. There's no saving it. It's over. They've rewrote the story so many times it makes no damn sense anymore. We see this is in this game. I never really completed it because it was garbage. Revelations bought it years and years. This was years and years and years and years ago. Played it for about a few minutes and then sold it. So see the old seeing guy. You see there. That's what it represents, the Illuminati. And you see this is Resident Evil 1, the all seeing eye of the Illuminati. I mean, even the Nemesis monster has one eye. Even Resident Evil 2 has the all seeing eye. It's just an excuse. That's all it really is. Even the front of the cover. But people need to realize, no, this franchise is over. There's no, there is no saving it. Capcom only care about one thing, and that's money. It's time people wake up and realize that one. They only care about money. They don't care what your opinion is. And you see all this cosplay now. This is what Resident Evil has become, a joke, a meme. It's a joke of a franchise, and I see even Resident Evil 4, all seeing eye. I expose that game as well. I mean, we can sit here all day. Resident Evil 1. Position. I think it's nope. Where is it? Where is it? It's gold edition, isn't it? Even with this edition, you see the all-seeing eye again. In that game, people should have seen it. Even Resident Evil 7 wasn't even that good. Pretty boring, to be honest. It was just a copy and paste of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That's all it was. Wasn't very good at all. You see, seeing eye again, one eye symbolism. We'll show you as well. Because it represents the one eye. See many of these sellouts doing that. You see the hand over the one eye symbolism, that's what it represents. So you should know that Resident Evil's obsession with the eyeballs, the enemy's eyeballs, many games, see many Burke and they all sing eye. As I said, you gotta ask yourself, why does weakness have to be an eyeball? Again, it's just an excuse that they can promote the Illuminati. And as I said, the Resident Evil franchise is a joke. Um, Resident Resident Evil, what was it now? Project Resistance was garbage. I got to about level 50 and then stopped playing it. You see the all-seeing eye over and over again. Promoted. Love promoting it. Again, what is the point of this? Resident Evil 4, why does he have an eyeball in his mouth? What's the point, purpose of this? Again, promotion of the all-seeing eye. Again, even in the main menu, people that played the original 19, basically when people play, I owned it years ago with the disc. And as well, I grew up with these games. I grew up on these games. I mean, it is a joke to see what Resident Evil's become. It really is. It's a joke to see what it's become. It has become a laughing stock now. No longer about zombies, no longer about viruses. It's about anything that sells these basically Zoomers that play Fortnite. And so many people got early access copies so they can chill it. I suppose Resident Evil 7 as well. Resident Evil 7, many people didn't understand that Mia, she was demonically possessed. She even admits it in the game. That's what it was all about, demonic possession. It was not about viruses. And so many people talk about Shinji Mikami, that, oh, he was going to ruin Resident Evil. No, he wasn't. So I basically had an argument with someone once because they were like, oh, Shinji Mikami was going to turn Resident Evil into an action franchise. Well, what is Resident Evil now? What is it now? Call of Duty. I mean, Resident Evil 6 is basically Call of Duty with a skin on it. But again, another Jack, basically Jack, and the boss, he has all seeing eyes all over his body. As you can see, all seeing eyes all over his body. So again, they've not just done this in one, it's not just a one-off. They've been doing this for years. They have an obsession with the occult. And we all know that as well. What is the Illuminati's agenda? They have that we all know. Obviously, you can't mention it. They've done it as well. They've created certain viruses, the Illuminati. Just go look at the Illuminati game cards. You've seen many of them. All seeing eye. Over and over again. But that's all it is. See, like I said, we have Resident Evil Revelations right there. all of these games. You see, I guarantee you that when the next Resident Evil comes out, I guarantee you that it's going to be nothing but. I guarantee they're going to cash in on Fortnite. I guarantee you. I guarantee you that you'll see a skin in Fortnite of Lady Demetrius, whatever name is. You'll see that in Fortnite. I guarantee you. Because again, it sells to these Zoomers. These Zoomers don't know what real quality is and what gaming is. These fake gamers. Because you look at most of these, you ask them, what was the first Resident Evil you played? Oh, Resident Evil Remake. There you go. You didn't grow up with it. You don't know what the franchise is about. You're just a fake fan. And you see, like you said, all seeing eye over and over again. But again, and they even lied as well. They said that this, where is it now? That this was coming with RE8. Never happened. They lied. I'll tell you the real reason why, because nobody cared about it. Nobody cares about this RE-verse. Garbage. No one cares about this. It's real. It's garbage. Means anyone that talks about it as well. RE4 wasn't that good either. Let's be real, it wasn't really a good game. It was not a Resident Evil game. But, I mean, zombies talk doesn't make any sense. Stupid. RE3 remake, zombies start to talk. That's what you can have in the franchise now. Well, again, at least with Resident Evil 3 remake, they actually kept the zombies. But again, that game looked anyway. They cut so much out of it. But I said I grew up with these games. I suppose this one as well. I grew up with it. I know what it's about. I know what gaming is. I know what these gaming industry is about. They don't care. I still own it on the way. Resident Evil 4, which one day is probably going to become so rare. Still own it on the way. Again, you can even see with this, if you look at it closely at the cover, what kind of eyes it got. Lizard slit, which is known as demons, demonic possession. It's what it's known as. So yeah. And again, this is what this franchise has become now. The Zoomers. I mean, it's just, that's all it is. It's just these Zoomers. That's what it is. And we'll show it again. This lady, again, I'll be exposing the game more if I find some more symbolism in it. Basically, I have to wait for it to arrive. And I'll be exposing it more. Because nobody else is going to do this. Nobody else. Because again, I'm the only one exposing video games. And nobody else is going to expose this. But this, again, like I said, there's a difference as well. Yes, the woman's attractive, but simping is pretty pathetic. This is what sells video games now. This is what sells video games, is sexualization. That's what sells, sexualization. And as well, I want to talk about that as well. So many people, Capcom said that this game was supposed to be like 10 hours. It's not. I saw somebody today complete it, and there's already a world record speed run. 2 hours. They lied. They lied. They honestly lied. This game is not the longest Resident Evil game ever. They lied. Because if it was the longest Resident Evil game ever made, which anyone that knows and grew up with Resident Evil knows that Resident Evil Code Veronica was the longest Resident Evil game ever created. 10 hours, you can do that with Resident Evil 7. So again, they lie. They lie and say that, oh, this is a new this is a new Resident Evil. Anyone that's seen the ending, I saw the ending, and all my days, it was laughable. It was completely laughable. It really was. It made no sense. They're killing this franchise off. They don't care anymore. It's what makes this makes money now. This makes money. That's what it is. It makes money now. Read some of these. And so, I suppose that one as well, Resident Evil 4. It promoted the occult. So, I agree, these games are a waste of time. And so many games today are a waste of time. Games, the only games that seem to be passionate is these indie games. Again, they're only on PC, which is annoying. And again, this fanboy stuff needs to stop. Basically, these console wars is just stupid. I suppose those as well. Devil May Cry 5. And many people said that that was anti-Illuminati. It wasn't. It was promoting the occult. It was promoting it. It was promoting the occult. And as well, yeah, Illuminatus, which means the Illuminati. Basically, they admit that the Illuminati are in the game. Many people will be like, oh, well, oh, you kill these occultists in the game, so that would mean you're against them. No, it doesn't. That's what they want you to think. It's called, I forgot what it was called now. No, I honestly forgot what it was called. I still playing Resident Evil when 5 came out. Couldn't handle the controls. Well, again, me, I could handle it pretty easy. It's just, the game wasn't really that good. It really was. But Resident Evil 5 was better than 4. It was better. It was more Resident Evil than 4 was. Resident Evil 4 wasn't even a long game. And I played Half-Life once, but PC couldn't handle it. Answer to that question is no. I exposed Pokemon as well years ago. And as well, apocalypse viruses. We all know that's the agenda of the Illuminati. Like anyone that saw these movies knows that there's a scene with Dr. Isaac where he says, we can do what happened in Genesis. We can wipe out the earth and create a new earth. That's what the Illuminati want. But again, it's the front of the cover. I still own this one as well. Still own this. Resident Evil Dead Aim. All-seeing eye. And in this game, in this one, it promotes more of an agenda than you think. I'm sure people know what I'm talking about. There's a guy in the game that's a boss, and he looks like a woman. He has breasts. Yeah, he literally has breasts, and he's supposed to be a man. Yeah, it's meant. It's done that. They do that on purpose to confuse people. Basically, I'll show you Resident Evil Dead Aim. It's called Tyrant. We see this is supposed to be a guy. This is supposed to be a guy. But it's supposed to be a guy. But it's got breasts. Honestly, and it is a guy. Anyone that's played the game, it is a guy. It's not a woman. It's basically a guy. As you see there, it's a guy. It's not a girl. So how did he end up with breasts? How did he end up with breasts when he was a man? Don't make no sense. It makes no sense. As I said, I grew up with this franchise. I know what it's about. I played every single Resident Evil game, all of them. I own all of them. I own Code Veronica, Resident Evil Dead Aim, Resident Evil Outbreak, Resident Evil Code Veronica, Resident Evil Nemesis, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 1, even the Shinji Mikami remake, Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 4, 5, 6, 7, and obviously 8. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City, the spin-off Umbrella Chronicles. I even own Resistance. I own them all. So I know what this franchise is about, and it's a joke. They don't care about their fans anymore. They don't care. And it should show it. It should show it. You've stepped so far away now from what Resident Evil is. They've stepped so far away from what it used to be. Resident Evil used to be about zombies. Now look at it. Werewolves. Stupid. Even show this. I've done many videos about Resident Evil on my channel. You even see the Illuminati. You see the Baphomet goat head. You even see this. Again, Baphomet, Samuel. Refers to the devil. Lizard's little eyes. Which symbolizes demonic possession. As you can clearly see there. Does not simulate aliens. Nothing I can do about that noise outside. As I said, I live next to a bunch of retards. Even in the movie, promotes the all-seeing eye. Even there, the all-seeing eye. And I saw all the movies as well, and this is what it said. They can't even spell it right. They can't even spell it right. It's like how you spell lichens is Lycans. That's how it originally was spelled. Well, in Underworld, but again, this is not. It's not originality. I'll even show you. There you go. Lichen. They just copy. They just copy stuff. Can't you get the wrong crap? And you see lichens. They copied it. They literally ripped off a movie. This is all they do. This proves they can't come. This is why Resident Evil 7 was just a complete rip-off of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And then when you call these fake fans out of Resident Evil, call them out, they're like, "Well, every other game does it." Well, again, doesn't matter. Capcom had no originality now. They're copying of the movie Annabelle. They're copying, and this is what I mean. I'd love for people to make an excuse. How is a doll a virus? I mean, what a joke. What a joke. But again, this is what the lichens are supposed to look like. Again, Capcom, you really should have hired Hollywood movies because they can do a better job of special effects than you can. Look at the werewolf. This is how a lichen's supposed to look. And then we have Resident Evil. It's a laughing stock. Look at it. That's a proper werewolf. Now look at this crap. It's the same thing. It's just a rip-off. It is literally a rip-off. It's a complete rip-off. Get some originality. Stop copying games and movies. That is. Oh, what a shock. What a shock looks like a damn Baphomet. Um, I think it begins with an S. These mythical creatures that represent the Baphomet. Status or something like that. Supposed to represent the Baphomet. But again, I mean, look at this crap. I mean, he's got a knife. I mean, come on. This is dumb. This really is dumb now. I mean, since when the werewolves run around with knives? What a joke. But sells money, doesn't it? Big mommy milkers. Big mommy milkers, that mean. What a joke this franchise has become. As we say. I'm not going to look at the memes because it obviously contains sexual content. But again, this is the only reason that these people are buying this game. This is the only reason they are buying this game. Is so they can sit there and simp over an imaginary character. And I mean, what a way that this woman died. What a legacy that is to just create memes over a woman that died. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. There'll be mods for this, and soon enough, people are naked and all that. It's what they'll be. Because again, yes, she's attractive, but again, I'm not a beta male. I don't simp over women. You can even see there in the mansion. What do we see again? Freemason Lodge floor. Freemason Lodge floor right there. In Freemasonry. That's what we see. And the doll as well. We've already the doll. Basically, I saw cutscenes of it. Basically, the doll's demonically possessed. Again, it's just more possession. I don't know whether that's actually true, but it wouldn't surprise me if she actually turns into a dragon. Wouldn't surprise me at all. I mean, if that's true, it's just so stupid. It really is. Werewolves, vampires fusion in the Romanian. And again, the goblin, always referred to as something like a demon. I agree, simps are idiots. Um, we'll show some more. Let's see if my video comes up. Probably won't. No. Oh yeah, I forgot to show that. Illuminati. The reason I keep showing this is because many people obviously probably don't even know what they know what the Illuminati is, but they deny it. But again, show it again. It's what it represents. See the one eye symbolism with mommy milkers here. Man, after a while, you just have to laugh at the memes. You really do. You see the one eye symbolism. It's what it represents. The Illuminati. Again, one eye symbolism. The Illuminati. The doll with the third eye. We'll show that as well. Man, because everything that I show, I prove, and I don't make this stuff up and pull it on me. Come on. It's not popping up. Again, even third eye, that's what it represents. And you see Freemasonry, all seeing eye. See, it's the same eyeball. There you go. I'm not going to drag it out any longer, but again, nobody else is going to expose this. Let's see who else exposes this. That nobody else is going to expose it. This video probably won't even get any views, is what it is. But anyway, I just wanted to make this video.